Okay, it's Mr. Magical Boy here again with another magic card trick tutorial. This will be two parts. The first part will be a performance video. The second part will be the tutorial of how I did that trick, because it will for sure boggle your mind. First things first, a true magician never reveals his secrets. So let's get started. I have got 4 kings, but let's picture them as firemen today. I've got Fireman Jack. Well, Jack's a bad name. Fireman Bob, Fireman Rob, Fireman Todd, and Fireman Christopher. Those are our firemen today. Got 4 of them. Put them together. They're going to go into a building that is on fire. This building is on fire, and there are people inside that need to be rescued. So these firemen are going to go into the building. The first fireman, I don't even remember his name, is going to go down to the basement of the building. He's going to go there for protection, for safety, try to save someone from the fire there. We've got our second fireman who is going to go, let's say, about right there. The second floor. We've got the third fireman who's going to go about the 4th floor, and then we've got the final fireman that's going to remain on the top of the building just in case anything were to go awry. Now, things did go awry. The building shakes, the building quakes, and because of the immense fire, the building breaks. That's enough times. You can even let the spectator do it. It's really not a big deal. But the thing is that these firemen have been trained to work together, never leave one another in times of trouble. And so, somehow magically, through the fire, through the fog, through the terrain, they are able to once again end up together, safe and sound. Jack, Bob, Todd, and Christopher. Hope you enjoyed. So there is some setup involved in this trick, very minor, but there is some setup. You're going to obviously need your 4 kings. You can name them whatever you want. I just named them something that's familiar to most people. Then you'll need 2 dummy cards is what we call these. It can be any cards. I just like to keep them low numbers, black cards. One is the 4-leaf clover and one is the upside down heart. These 2 cards will need to be placed together behind the second card in line. So for example, right now that's the King of Hearts. You'll want to square those up so that it looks something like that. You don't want any spectator to notice that there are extra cards than just the 4 kings right there. So you've got to be a great storyteller. You've got to be able to paint a scene, a picture of brave firemen, ferocious fire, heroic deeds. You've got to be able to paint this so that your spectator is completely captivated by the story, which will aid in the presentation process. So you've got your 4 kings firemen. You can name them what you want. After you set up the story, you push them together. Look, no one knew that there's multiple cards. You've got 4 kings, big whoop. Don't let them necessarily, meditate or focus on that long. Just hold it like this and they'll never know. Your finger's there, your thumb's there, these 3 fingers are there. They're not going to know. They're just going to see the king. They're going to believe you. They've seen the 4 kings. You flip it over. You bring in the burning building and you set the 4 kings. But remember, it's going to look like this. 3 kings, 2 cards, and another king. You put those on the top. So this is what it looks like at this point. You've got random deck, but at this end, a king, 2 cards, 3 more kings. Got it? Capiche? Then you begin your story. You tell of the building that's on fire, hence the red. It's there are people screaming inside. Help, mom, please, someone, send the fire department. Whatever they need to, whatever you need to do. Show the first king. Don't dwell on it, because then they would expect to see all the other kings, which would present a problem. You can, but show them that they've got a king that's going down to the basement. Let them even see that you put there. There's no tomfoolery there. Here's where we don't show, because that's clearly not a king. You can either just not show, as I did in the performance video, or if you're smooth enough, you can get a pinky break. That's a break with your pinky. They won't be able to see it, but you will. And you can show them the next king. I don't know. That's asking too much. So I'm just saying you take the second king, which is really not, and you say, well, he's going to go to the second floor, third floor, fourth floor. It doesn't matter how big your building is. Just make sure that don't do that, because now they know. But just let them see that you're pushing that quote unquote king into the deck. The next king you're not going to show either, because it's not really a king. This fireman is going a little ways up. Once again, don't reveal, but put him there. Let them see genuine, pushing in there. Maybe even allow the spectator, hey, would you like to push that king in there? Maybe, I don't know, But calling him fireman this whole time helps, because they've taken their mind off of the king. Okay, and then finally you can show this king, because it is a king. Let him stay on top. Then you give the story of the building falling apart. This is called a cut. That's completing the cut. You can do that 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. You can do it as many times as you want. Just make sure it's either an even or odd amount of times that you're doing it. Like I said in the performance video, you can even let the spectator do this, but make it clean, make it nice, make it forceful. The only thing you want to make sure is that you don't end up with the king on the bottom, because then your kings might not be together. Right now we've got the dames on the bottom. So when you're satisfied with the cuts, let them know that tragically the building fell apart. But what have we discovered? The kings have been best friends. So that is my rendition of the 4 firemen of the apocalypse. So hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Check back on my channel every week for a new video. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you. This is Mr. Magical Boy, and signing out.